During a candid livestream with fans, Jungkook, the main vocalist of BTS, made a confession that shocked millions. In a calm yet sincere tone, he revealed that he has traits of ADHD, something most people associate with children. Jungkook admitted that while the diagnosis came to him as an adult, he felt relieved because it finally explained many habits and challenges he had carried for years. He shared that since childhood, he was often considered too active, easily distracted, and sometimes had trouble maintaining attention. But it wasn't until adulthood, under the constant pressure of a global career, that he realized how deeply it affected him. The confession was not just a personal revelation, it was a cultural moment. A global superstar openly speaking about mental health brought attention to an issue long overlooked in Asian entertainment industries. Or some, ADHD is just a medical term. For BTS's fans, ARMY, Jungkook's admission opened a larger conversation about stigma and awareness. For decades, ADHD has been primarily discussed in the context of children, but research shows more than 60% of cases persist into adulthood. The fact that Jungkook shared his own experience, despite Korea's entertainment world demanding perfection, gave hope to countless individuals facing the same struggles. Korean media quickly picked up the story. Headlines flooded portals, and experts were called to explain what ADHD in adults looks like, what its impact is, and how society should respond. ADHD, or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, is a neurodevelopmental condition marked by difficulties with focus, hyperactivity, and impulsivity. In children, the signs are often physical, running around, interrupting others, or being unable to sit still in class. But in adults, symptoms can be more subtle and internal: difficulty maintaining focus on long-term tasks, forgetting appointments, deadlines, or small items, mood swings, impulsive decision-making, chronic procrastination. For Jungkook, whose life is scheduled down to the minute and constantly in the public eye, these struggles were not minor inconveniences. They shaped how he approached his career and daily life. Though they share the same name, ADHD in children and ADHD in adults often present very differently. Children struggle to sit still, often fidget, or disrupt class activities. Adults face challenges with time management, prioritization, subtle restlessness, and strained relationships. This explains why many adults only recognize their condition much later. Jungkook among them. He can command a stage flawlessly, yet behind the scenes, he may wrestle with focus and control in ways fans never see. Despite his ADHD, Jungkook has thrived as a performer. This shows ADHD isn't necessarily an obstacle. It's a condition that can be managed and sometimes even harnessed. In past interviews, Jungkook often admitted he was easily bored when not practicing or performing. He constantly sought new challenges, something fans now view in light of his ADHD admission. Ironically, his impulsiveness and boundless energy might be part of what makes him such a magnetic presence on stage. ADHD for Jungkook seems to be both a challenge and a hidden strength. Mental health professionals in South Korea and abroad weighed in quickly. Dr. Kim Hae-jin, a psychiatrist in Seoul, commented that Jungkook's openness could spark meaningful awareness. Adult ADHD is frequently undiagnosed. Many dismiss themselves as careless or lazy, when in fact it is a medical condition. What Jungkook has done is important for reducing stigma, she explained. Experts also stress the importance of social support. With understanding friends, colleagues, and fans, people with ADHD can live highly productive lives. Jungkook clearly benefits from this strong support system through ARMY and his team. Fandom's reaction was immediate and overwhelming. Social media exploded with hashtags like #WeLoveYouJungkook and #ADHDawareness. Fans not only sent love but also shared their own stories of living with ADHD. For many ARMYs, his words were a turning point. "If Jungkook, who is so successful, can face ADHD, then I can too," one fan wrote on Twitter. His honesty validated countless people worldwide. What began as a personal confession became a global conversation about acceptance, mental health, and resilience. The Korean entertainment world is notoriously demanding. Long hours, strict diets, relentless schedules, and constant scrutiny. In such an environment, ADHD can be an enormous challenge. But Jungkook's openness has humanized idols in a way rarely seen before. For years, K-pop stars have been expected to appear flawless, often at the cost of hiding personal struggles. Jungkook broke that mold. His confession may push agencies to prioritize mental health support for their artists. In the long run, this could be a turning point for the entire K-pop industry. Experts point to several effective strategies for managing ADHD in adulthood: therapy and counseling, learning behavioral techniques, medication, helpful when symptoms significantly interfere with life, time management tools, alarms, reminders, and structured schedules, healthy lifestyle, exercise, sleep hygiene, reducing distractions. Interestingly, many of Jungkook's habits already align with these recommendations. He exercises daily, follows strict training regimens, and has a supportive network around him. His coping strategies may be one reason he has managed to excel despite his diagnosis. Ultimately, Jungkook's confession wasn't just about himself. It was a message to millions. Having ADHD is not a flaw. It is a part of human diversity. The real problem lies not in the condition but in the stigma surrounding it. He closed his live stream with a simple line: "I'm okay. I just want you to know who I really am." For those who heard it, that wasn't just a celebrity's words. It was an invitation to empathy and understanding. And perhaps that is Jungkook's greatest strength. Not just his golden voice, but his courage to be human in front of the world. South Korea has long struggled with stigma around mental health. Conditions like depression, anxiety, and ADHD are often misunderstood, with patients reluctant to seek professional help due to fears of judgment. In a society where academic and professional excellence are prioritized, admitting to ADHD can be seen as a weakness. Jungkook's confession disrupts this narrative. As one of Korea's most successful global icons, his honesty forces the public to reconsider. If even a superstar faces ADHD, then perhaps it is not a flaw, but simply part of human diversity. For mental health advocates, this was a breakthrough moment that could normalize conversations about ADHD in Korean households. Interestingly, research has found a possible link between ADHD and creativity. People with ADHD often think outside the box, make rapid associations, and approach problems from unusual angles. Looking at Jungkook's career, these traits shine through. From his experimental music projects to his willingness to take risks in performances, his creativity has always stood out. Some psychologists suggest that while ADHD can bring struggles, it can also fuel artistic brilliance when channeled properly. Jungkook's artistry may, in part, be a reflection of how his mind processes the world differently. Jungkook's admission didn't just impact Korea. It resonated worldwide. In the United States, Europe, and Southeast Asia, fans began sharing their own ADHD experiences online. Support groups reported a surge in young people reaching out, saying they felt seen for the first time. For instance, in Indonesia, one fan wrote, "When Jungkook said he has ADHD, I cried. I've always thought I was broken. Now I feel like I can still achieve my dreams." Similar sentiments echoed across social media, showing how one artist's vulnerability could ripple across cultures and inspire self-acceptance. While Jungkook's courage is commendable, living with ADHD as a global superstar presents unique difficulties. Every mistake on stage, every delay, or every moment of distraction can be magnified by millions of eyes. The pressure to appear perfect could clash with the realities of managing ADHD. Experts caution that the next challenge for Jungkook will be maintaining balance, ensuring his career demands do not overwhelm his ability to care for himself. This is where Big Hit and HYBE, his agency, play a critical role in creating an environment that prioritizes his well-being, not just his productivity. In the end, Jungkook's confession may become one of the most impactful moments of his career, not because it showcased his vocal range or dance ability, but because it revealed his humanity. For fans, his legacy may extend beyond music, inspiring a new generation to face their struggles without shame. By opening up about ADHD, Jungkook has done something revolutionary. He has reframed what it means to be an idol. No longer just a symbol of perfection, he has become a symbol of honesty, resilience, and empathy. And that may be the truest measure of greatness. ADHD often creates tension between needing structure and craving spontaneity. Jungkook's life reflects this balance. On one hand, his career as a global artist demands strict discipline: rehearsals, performances, tours, and military service schedules. On the other, fans have seen his impulsive side in live streams, where he suddenly decides to sing, cook, or chat into the early morning. This duality, structured idol life versus spontaneous personal expression, mirrors how many adults with ADHD manage their daily existence. Jungkook embodies both order and chaos, and perhaps that balance is what makes him relatable to millions.